Is the college degree going away? Can we make it go away faster? A few days ago, the Wall Street Journal ran an article how a rising number of high school grads are skipping college for the trades as blue-collar wages hold up better than white-collar. In fact, the college enrollment rate for young people dropped to 62% last year, down from 66% pre-pandemic and 70% in 2009. That was the thick of the 2008 crisis when millions were taking shelter from a terrible job market. What's driving the drop is job growth and rising wages in fields that don't require degrees, from leisure and hospitality to construction, manufacturing, and warehousing. Wage growth in leisure and hospitality, for example, outpaced all jobs by roughly 50% since pre-pandemic, with restaurants now paying on average $14 an hour, machinists making $23 an hour, and carpenters making $25 an hour. The chief economist of ZipRecruiter summed it up as, quote, "The pandemic disrupted college and many people delayed going. Once they delay, they get hooked on earning and don't come back." Given we're about to, in theory, see a resumption of interest rates or interest payments on college loans on average $460 per month, those skippers are about to feel even better about their choices, especially considering surveys say almost 40% of college students aren't sure if the degree was worth it, largely because they don't even use their degrees in their current job, meaning they could have skipped college, saved the tuition, and banked 4 years of earnings. So while I'm glad more young people are skipping the woke universities, it's worth asking how we got here in the first place, how universities made themselves necessary. And the answer is simple. Starting in the 1950s, activists got the courts to ban competency exams as racist in a series of cases culminating in 1971's Griggs versus Duke Power, after which employers were forced to rely on other measures of competency, i.e. a college degree. After all, how else can a company figure out who's a good employee? You'd have to throw a dart and pray. This sent college enrollment soaring, rising threefold to the point that today almost 40% of Americans have a college degree, many of whom don't use it. Without those competency bans, it would probably be closer to 13%. So that's a whole lot of gender studies majors who could have done something useful in life. So at this point, how can we fix it? Easy. Bring back the competency exams. Recognize the obvious fact that competency exams are the least discriminatory selection mechanism possible. They're certainly more race blind and gender blind than today's woke universities. After all, companies will always look for the best candidate, regardless of race or gender, simply because companies are greedy. Good employees make you money. Only in the cartoon imaginations of activist judges who've never run a business do companies sit around hiring crappy employees because they're straight Christians. In the real world, you hire on merit or you go bust. And so while it is still early days, skipping college is an encouraging trend. It would be glorious to return to the days when young Americans didn't have to waste 100,000 in 4 years, sometimes closer to 6, for useless degrees that feed the revolutionary Marxists, indoctrinating the next generation. Still, we'll have to see whether the trend continues. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.